What's up, guys? My name's Paul Espy, and I'm the Technical Director of CF Tennis Academy.
My name is Andres Jimena. I'm the Tennis Director at CF Tennis Academy.
My name is Gabbie Marriott. I'm the Head of Marketing of CF Tennis Academy.
And for those of you who don't know, we are basically involved in the largest tennis academy in the UAE, probably in the Middle East, and this is going to be our podcast. So the format for the podcast is going to be, we're going to try and do two a month, so bi-monthly, and we're going to have 3 segments each podcast, and maybe a little bit more than that, but our 3 segments are as follows.
So the first segment of the podcast is going to be regarding all the local events, tournaments, special occasions, local tennis around, and we're going to be updating you with what is happening and what happened in the last weeks, so you will be aware of anything which is happening regarding tennis in UAE.
Yeah, and then the middle segment of the podcast, we're going to share a little bit more about CF Tennis Academy and what we do that you guys might not know. Because we're not just at Dubai Duty Free Tennis Stadium. We're in a lot of locations, we've got a lot of exciting things go on. We're going to bring a lot of our coaches in to have little interviews and they can explain why they became coaches and what they do. And this is kind of why I'm here for the podcast, to show you guys a little bit more about us and what we're all about.
What is the third section, Paul?
So the third section is going to be very much a more open section. It's going to be about international stuff. It's going to be about what's going on in the tennis world, what's going on in terms of tournaments, events, etc., like worldwide. On top of that, we're also going to have some racket reviews, string reviews, and all things like that, which is where I get excited, a little bit too excited, in fact. And for me, the third section is about getting controversial. I want to make it R-rated, but...
Well, that's why I'm here as well, to keep Paul a little bit more chilled out. We're PG-13, and the goal is not to get cancelled. So we'll try our best.
We'll try our best.
So we'll start with our first thing that we want to mention, which is our awards ceremony. It's our awards ceremony from the previous season. We hosted it on Sunday morning. We had a load of people there. We had our sponsors there and everything. And yeah, it's a very, very special time of the season. So, Gabbie, over to you in terms of the awards and whatever.
Thank you for your intro. Yes, so on Sunday we had our Players Awards ceremony for last season, just celebrating really special achievements and what our players have accomplished from last season, which I think is a really special awards. And I would like to announce our winners. So we've got five awards. First one was the Player of the Month. That's actually for September, so that's a current award. So Player of the Month for September, the AGI Player of the Month, was Salma, one of WEM's players. And she's been amazing. She's been coming to tennis all throughout the summer. She's kept it up through September. She's really motivated, lovely girl. And I personally couldn't think of anyone better to receive our September award. So I was really happy for her.
And it just so we know, if the editing of this is going right, then I should be able to do this, and her face will be there.
Oh, yeah, so she'll be here. Yeah, so congratulations. Okay, so our next award that we gave out is our Leadership Award. Our lovely partners from Palmer's came along and they presented this award. And this one was awarded to Ayumi.
Wow, Ayumi, I mean, how proud we are about this lady. She becomes a very important part of the organization of the Ball Kids last year. She demonstrated her skills on leadership and managing teams, and we just were in awe because really she did completely change. We remember her when she was a very young lady, very shy, and this award is just only confirming how she developed and how confident she becomes with that role of captain on the Ball Kid team. Yeah.
I think it doesn't come as it wouldn't come as a shock to anybody that we were timid, shall we say, when she was selected as a captain, because of how timid she seemed to be beforehand. This was my first year of knowing Ayumi, and 12 years old. She became 13 over the year, but her maturity was just on a different level. I was so impressed with what she did during Ball Kids,
Yeah.
and yeah, I couldn't find anyone more deserving.
And I would like to add, we've used Ayumi quite a few times for different videos and stuff like that, and she's so articulate and so thoughtful in what she says. She's amazing, really great. So congratulations, Ayumi!
Yumi.
Our next award is our most improved player of the season. This was presented by Del Monte, who are a massive part of our junior program. They're amazing. They keep our kids hydrated and filled with healthy snacks, and we couldn't ask for more from a partner. They've been fantastic. And this award goes to Kushagra.
Wow, Kushagra, what a character. He came to the performance group last year. He literally was the weaker player on the team, but the determination, the regularity, the consistency on the sessions, the will to learn put him into a speed grow on his tennis, and he's very, very well deserved of this prize because he put a lot of effort on trying to catch up with the, let's say, more higher level players, and he did it.
So, congratulations.
Congratulations, Kushagra. Really, very good. Amazing.
So next up, we have our Outstanding Achievement Award. This was presented by Head, one of our showcase sponsors. They've been a great friend of CF Tennis for a very long time, and they keep us all looking fresh, the best rackets. So amazing, amazing partnership. And Outstanding Achievement goes to also a Head player, Havisha.
Wow. Let me talk a little bit about Gabbie. She just recently has been sponsored by Head because during last season she was training so hard. Her capacity of listening and trying to put in practice everything we are trying to teach her is just amazing. And as a result of that, during summer she went to play some international junior tournaments under 18. Don't forget, she's only 13. She was 13 at that time. Now she's just 14. And she got her first international junior ranking under 18. And we have very high hopes on her because really she is an amazing player. So congratulations, Gabbie. I think Paul also wants to add something about her.
I've known Gabbie, obviously we met her at a similar time, but for me she's just a charming, charming young lady. She's a spectacular personality. Everyone who meets her loves her, but just the consistency of effort and how much she puts into it, it's something there's not many I've seen in terms of that, and she can string. I've taught her how to string, and she's, I'm obviously going to be a little bit biased when they learn to string. So yeah, Gabbie, you're no one more deserving. So congratulations.
Congratulations, Gabbie.
Okay, and last but definitely not least, we have our AGI Player of the Season. Now, this is our biggest showcase award that we give out, and it was really hard when we were discussing as a team who to award this to, because you couldn't really look further than Rafa. He's been amazing. He's had a spectacular year, and I think super deserving of this award.
Well, Rafa is one of our performance players. He started to train regularly, daily, physical training and tennis training every day since last year. He won the Road to Roland Garros on his category. He has been traveling all around the world, defending CF Tennis brand into international tournaments, under 14s, under 12s, doing spectacular results. He is a perfect ambassador of our brand, and he's still, hungry for more and more tournaments. He's a great competitor, and in terms of results, he is very, very well deserved of this award. So congratulations, Rafa. Well done for all the season.
I think it should be noted, and I'm sure that Andres will be a little bit more humble than I'm going to be on this one, but Rafa follows in the footsteps of Steffi in terms of we started Rafa and started him, I think, 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah, when he was like literally 4 years old.
Yeah, 4 years old. We've actually got a video that plays on the loop downstairs in the office. So, yeah, Rafa is an exceptional young talent, and congratulations to you. So it's just left to me to say a huge, huge, huge thank you to all of our incredible sponsors. I'm going to start with AGI. Thank you so, so much. Head, Palmer's, Del Monte, Razor, and of course the Aviation Club, which we are blessed to be able to call home. Thank you so much for everything that you do for us, and we can't thank you enough. So last week you'll have seen that the Dubai Duty Free Tennis Championships 2025 ticket sales went up. They have the early bird offer, and that means that it's time for us to start doing something which Clark in particular has done for 32 years. It's the Ball Kids. I'll hand over to the boss.
Yeah, Ball Kid program is just really amazing. It's not just only throwing balls or passing balls. It's much more than this. We're very proud of being teaching these kids not just only the skills for being a ball kid, but so many, many other things. So the program starts next weekend and on court, and we are looking forward to see all these ball kids in action very, very soon. So looking forward to see you around, because this is going to be an amazing year again.
And I want to add, Paul and I are designing the t-shirts this year.
Ooh.
And they are awesome. They're so cool. I hope you guys all love them, because we spent a lot of time on them. Paul, do you want to add anything to that?
No, I mean, if you like these, then you're definitely gonna like the Ball Kid ones. But I'm just going to reiterate a couple of things. It's for players aged 10 to 16 years old. We do accept 8 years to 10, but realistically, they're not going to get selected because, let's be frank, if a 120-mile-an-hour serve gets served at an 8-year-old, good luck. So we do allow them to train because it's an amazing opportunity, and obviously it helps them for future years. And yeah, we're expecting around about 200 players to trial out for it. Eventually 110 players will be selected, so we kind of do like a whole X Factory kind of thing. But yeah, it's that time of year. If you're interested, get on board as soon as possible, because places are very, very limited. Okay, so hopefully we'll see you soon. Okay, so we are now moving into a nicer part of the year with the weather. Obviously, we've had a lot of humidity over the last few weeks, but now it's time for tournament season. And last year we had an incredible tournament season, and we are going to better it this year for sure.
Yeah, so this year we want to make sure that we've got something for everybody. Doesn't matter if you're 50 years old and a beginner, doesn't matter if you're 5 years old and a beginner, or 10 years old and an amazing player. We've got tournaments set up for everybody, from beginner events right the way through to sanctioned UAE Tennis Federation ranking events. All you need to do is get in touch with us, explain a little bit about your game, and we'll help fit you in to where you're really going to enjoy your tennis and get to compete in the right environment where you'll get the most out of it. So don't be shy, get in contact, and we're going to get everybody playing competitive tennis this season.
And I think, sorry, Andres, because you know how passionate I am about this. The goal, as Gabbie said, is to get every single person competing in some way. It doesn't have to be, serious, etc. It just should be fun. Doubles, mixed doubles, singles, tiebreak tens. The list just goes on and on and on. And we want to make sure everybody plays. Don't just hit with a coach. That's not tennis. Okay, let's have fun and let's play the game the way it should be played.
Amazing, yeah. And on top of that, in the region, we are very blessed to have so many international tournaments coming on for those juniors that they are aspiring to become a little bit more competitive. We have 2 Asian Tennis Federation under 14 and under 16 tournaments going on in the region. We're going to have the ITF tournaments in November. So we also have international level events coming on in the next months. So if you are interested in participate on those tournaments also, you have the opportunity to play at that level.
And I just want to add, in our podcast, we're also going to promote events from other academies. So you're going to find out exactly what's going on tournament-wise and event-wise throughout the UAE. So it's not just going to be CF tennis. We want to make sure that you have options where you can play at different places and just experience new things and meet new people. That's what tennis is about. It's about the community and growing it.
Exactly. And let me just add, because we haven't spoken about this, but I'm going to add it right now. We're hosting the World Paddle Championships.
No, it's a paddle. We don't know what it is.
It's basically the Davis Cup.
No.
It is. It is.
This is a normal tournament. It's an individual tournament. It's by team. It's not by teams, national teams.
Are you sure?
100%. This is like
World Championships.
equal to a 1,000 ATP
Okay.
tournament.
Oh, I thought it was like that.
No. It's just like that. But the best players in the world on paddle are coming to the Dubai Duty Free Tennis Stadium to participate on this huge top-level tournament on paddle. Well, I'm not an expert on paddle, as you can see, but
This is November.
But this is in November,
Yeah.
at the beginning of November. So we're gonna have the best paddle players here in our main event.
More info coming soon.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so it's that time of year that we are now doing the Asian swing of the tennis internationally. Any thoughts, Andres, on what's happening? Who's your prediction? Well, the biggest event now, because obviously we've played the 4 slams. You know, the biggest event that we're waiting for is the World Championships, the finals, the ATP finals.
Right.
We already know some of the players who are in it. Who's your money on as we move into this Asian swing?
Well, don't forget we just finished the Labour Cup. We still have the finals of the Davis Cup coming in now. And the match I saw from Alcaraz with Taylor Fritz, if he can play at that level, he's my favorite, 100%.
He's your favourite all the time, anyway.
So,
Controversial, see?
we're right.
But actually, I'm gonna, whether or not we keep this in is another matter. But I don't know if you saw there was an interview with Zverev.
Yes.
And Zverev was asked about the whole final day, and he said that Alcaraz literally came in and said, "I want to play doubles with Casper Ruud."
Yep.
And he guaranteed they'd win. He just said, "We'll win that," and he said, "And I'll win. Put me in the final match, and I'll win that." And he said, "Then it's up to you guys to win one of those 2 matches." And then apparently privately he went to Zverev. I'm guessing he also went to Medvedev, and he just said, "You've got this. You can take this." And we saw what happened.
Well, imagine this guy with 21 years old is now with that leadership and that trust from very outstanding players that they are already in the circuit for life. It says a lot about how they respect him and how he gained this respect from all his peers and on the circuit. Let's talk about the ladies also, because men's tennis is important, but also there is so many ladies trying to get into the Masters also. Unfortunately, we have Rybakina injured, and I don't know if she's going to reach there. We have Badosa trying to find a position. So there is some movement around there in the women's tennis. We have a new coach for Osaka, which is Mr. Patrick Moratulu. We say hello to him from here. And controversial.
We're not getting cancelled. Let's move on.
And good luck to him and her. And what else? We have Sabalenka full of energy and confident. Iga, I don't know. She's unpredictable. She can win anyone, anytime. So interesting also for the ladies how the end of the season is gonna.
Over the course of this season, I don't know what your thoughts are. Obviously, I'm trying to be sensitive to saying the names wrong, but Zheng, Kim Wang Zheng, the Chinese girl who I think she got to the semis of the US Open. She was the runner-up in Australia. For me, she's been my favourite player of the year in the ladies. I don't know why. She was lovely here, obviously, when she was here. But thoroughly enjoyed watching any match that she's a part of.
So let's keep an eye on her, and let's keep an eye on every single player who is now qualifying and getting into the final masters for WTA and ATP.
And on a personal note, it's not that personal, but Rajiv Ram and Joe Salisbury announced their split. This will be their final year. I think Rajiv might be looking to retire.
Mm-hmm.
I know Joe is also suffering with a back problem. So fingers crossed, Joe's career is not ended. But if this is the retirement of Rajiv Ram, what a career!
Yeah.
What an incredible career, and what a bloke to represent the sport, because he's spectacular. Really, really great guy.
Can I brush home a little bit?
Please.
We have the number one doubles ATP player, Mr. Marcel Granollers, that I know him since he was just like this. I was helping him when he was a young kid in our academy in Barcelona, and we have a fantastic friendship for so many years. I'm so proud that he finally reached the number one in the world. Very well deserved, because he's very consistent on doubles. It's probably, he's number one in the world on doubles.
we argued actually about it, because I thought that Granollers had been number one with his previous partner before, but he hadn't, had he? But yeah, awesome, absolutely awesome. So so that's pretty impressive. And other than that, I think that's pretty much a wrap.
Yeah.
So hope you enjoyed it. We tried to keep things interesting. It's not the easiest when it's the pilot, but we're going to get better and better and better, I promise you. So thanks to you guys.
Thank you, Paul, and thank you everybody for watching.
We'll see you soon.